What's up, guys, and welcome to the Red Army Star TV. This is your Everton Hag, and the Rashford buys back. That was just a bit of everything, guys, for the obviously James did to all the Welsh. I'm hoping I did for no one because obviously I'm half Welsh as well. But this is your Everton Hag press coverage reaction and Rashford buys back. So, but let me just get into this first, guys, as well. I will going to get into the Ten Hag press coverage. Yeah, what is quotes from the press coverage today against City, and obviously I'm going to get into the his comments as well. Get Rashford's comments against what's been said about him as well. But first off, Dave Varane and Fernandez fought to be part, and they came out well of the game. I think they will be available Sunday. I don't think players will return for Saturday. 1 minute. Yes. So I'll just see more on and the minute they came out, like Ten Hag said, they came out well at the game. Ten Hag on Casemiro's mentality, passion, desire, determination. That is the base, definitely for the game on Sunday. So obviously with that head injury, guys, obviously he has to get patched up and all. But according to Ten Hag, he's going to be fine to carry on for Sunday. Um, Our form, we are also on a good run. The spirit is very good. We have done it against City, also against Liverpool. We will prepare well. The players are looking forward to it. I can smell it. I'm excited. I'm not reading the comments because people saying we're gonna get battered. Probably will, guys. Probably will get battered. But you got. I know some people don't agree with this, but people have got to back this manager no matter what. You cannot keep sacking managers just because they run a farm, unless he's basically playing like Ollie used to do. Nothing against Ollie, but like Ollie used to do, like playing Skibby, McFred and Magaluf. By the way, Magaluf is Lindelof and Maguire, and McFred is Fred and McTominay, which never worked all the time. But yeah, what else? They're a good team. They are more good teams. They're last in the they're they're last in the last season. Everything. This is the challenge. Liverpool are also have a good team. We like challenges. Whereas I like winning as well somehow. But yeah, I'll try not to read the comments. Knock off merch of the company. I think that was nothing to do with each other. We want to win every game. There is also a mentality. It doesn't matter who is the opposition. You always want to play against the best. Opposite opposition get the best outputs against Manchester United. We have to give everything a team performance if you want to get the results, which is a big statement from Ten Hag. That 1 minute. Also said we did it in several ways, many ways to be successful from all the games. We look back, we won one time. We need a great day. It is also what we know. The players need to give their best, and that includes basically Rashford done it on Bruno. He's a very passionate football player, a very creative football player. He creates the most in the Premier League. Opponents are targeting him, especially after Saturday. I feel referees should have protected him. They had chance for they had a chance from the start of the game. It was so obvious. And all I can say about the guys is he's right. Ten Hag is right there. If if Bruno was just an injury, right? 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. That's better. If Bruno was just an injury, right? Basically, Forest was basically attacking him for it. Yeah. Um, reputation. That is your impression. I thought it was definitely a foul on Saturday, which it was. It was a foul when he brought the when he took the ball in. Yeah, it was a foul. It was misjudged by the media. Social media to blame for God. Social media to blame him for it. That was my point. Opponents are targeting him. That is not right. Referees should protect him. He's right. He's absolutely right. I don't know. I don't know this. If they did it, I would say it's not right. It is absolutely not right that the club makes such a statement. Sorry about it. I'm wrong. They should apologise for this. Oh, some of it. Wow, what was it? Wow, what was it? I don't know. I want to know, what did they do? No, God, I can never. I hate when I can't say so. Highly, very highly. He's the first of all. His football skills, his creativity in the final third, creating chances. He can score a goal and also outputs his contribution for defending, reading the situation, the press, but also he be the example by running and supporting players around him. Um on the derby depending match. There are Jeez, I'll get my words out in a minute. There are many more games to play in the FA Cup after City. Many more games. We have to catch up, but more games to catch up and get in the right position, which is right. Out of the derby, when we knew this. I love it. I love. Oh my god! I love. I love winning. Hoyland's out. Maguire's out. Shaw's out. Martinez. Mount was, well, we knew that anyway. Martial, I don't even know why Martial's name's been in brought up. Sorry, nothing matter. Wan-Bissaka, what's happened to Wan-Bissaka anyway? I don't know what's happened to him. I know, guys. Obviously, we get into the Marcus Rashford. We get into the Marcus Rashford. Obviously, quotes. I had to personally say there's more. Marcus Rashford. Well, I did read. I did want to read this, guys. I did want to read this. I did. I really did want to read this. I don't normally like to respond to things said about me, but it's not in my nature. I'm an advocate, whatever you call. I don't even like talking about myself unless I really know you. So 99% of the time, I can ignore the noise, but sometimes certain lines get crossed, and I can't help but want people to just for fuck's sake. But sometimes certain lines get crossed. I can't help but want people to just understand who I am a person. He's right. He's absolutely right. I'm sorry, he is. He's absolutely spot on. People criticising him. Look, I'm just saying he's out of form. These people saying, "Oh, PSG, come in, please. Oh, please come in." He's a United player, no matter what. I'm not really not. I know what you just said, but I'm just like, yeah, you're not United player, are you? No, I'm not reading that either. I'm not trying to have a go at the media. I understand the game. You know what I mean. They're not really writing about me. It's really like they're writing about this character, Marcus Rashford. It can't just be about me as a 26-year-old lad on a night out or a lad getting a parking ticket. It's got to be about how much my car costs, getting my weekly salary, my jewellery, or even my tattoos. It's got to be about my body language, my questioning my morals, and the speculating of my family and my football future. That's a tone to do it. That you don't get with footballers. You don't get football with all footballers. That's just let's just leave it at that. And I'm not going to read what I just read. Someone's why has someone actually done this? Why has someone actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm not reading any comments now. I think some of it goes back to the pandemic. I was just trying to use my voice to make sure that the kids weren't going hungry because I know exactly how it feels. For some reason, that seems to be rub some people the wrong way. It seems like they've been waiting for me to have a human moment to say they can point the thing and say, see who you he really is. Right? Can I just jump in here? Right? Can I jump in here? I've got every faith in this, right? Can I just say why? Because with the pandemic, it had nothing to do with the football sense. In the pandemic, guys, right? Can I just be honest here? The pandemic, right? The kids he was helping out had no food, and there was, I think, were they home? Were they homeless or something? I don't know. Were they? I can't remember. They were. But all I can say, guys, is he's absolutely spot on. They're saying no. He's saying he is out of form a bit, but does not mean to say, oh well, just go back. For what I just said, go back to feeding the kids. Then, come on, are you just stick? Go back to feeding the food, right? It was about feeding the kids. It was a pandemic. These kids had nothing, and Rashford helped them out with a food bank. That's it, right? That's what it means. He's saying with all the stuff he did in the pandemic, right? That he's having a bad run. No, I wouldn't say shit, but he's having a bad run from in football, right? Which every football player does. But no, they come in and say, no, no, that's what you done. No, I'm sorry, but how's he done? Someone said I'm sorry, and I had to get into this. Why the hell did someone say he's at his prime? He's 26 years old. Even they thought Rashy said it. Rashy didn't say a big word for crying out loud. This is what annoys me. Because they're running to play. They should go. Why, if you want to go to a player, go to bloody. Oh, I don't know his name. I don't really want to say it. Anyway, let me read this. Listen, I'm not a perfect person. When I make a mistake, I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say that I need to do better. But if you answer my commitment to Man United, that's what that's when I speak up. It's like somebody questioning my entire identity and everything I stand for as a man. I grew up here. I played for this club since I was a boy. My family turned down life-changing money when I was a kid so I can wear this badge. No, I'm not being sarcastic doing that. I'm behind him. Look, I can say this, I'm going to say this now. I've been a fan of Marcus Rashford since he was in the academy. Yes. I've watched him. No, the UK fan, I watched it on MUTV. Yeah, I did. And he won a trophy in the Youth Cup. But now he's in the first team. He said, and I quote this, and I watched a podcast with him. He said, and I quote this, he said it was the biggest achievement he ever had of wearing that shirt, which he was born and bred in Manchester. He's a Manchester lad, he's a United fan. So what people need to do is stop criticising him. Okay, I know you people saying like, oh well, you're backing him. I'm not backing anyone. Well, I am backing him, yeah, because for young lads to come in and he's having a bad run of form, which every bloody player does, and I mean every bloody player does. But no, it's because of these United biased this United fan base who are biased, and they can come out all they want, right? Yeah, he's not been doing so good, but guess what? It doesn't mean to say sell him. No, if we saw him, no, I wouldn't be happy. If Rasmus said, I'm not happy, I'm getting criticised, I'm leaving, people, it'd be like Christmas Eve, not Christmas Eve, it'd be like Christmas Day in one nutshell with that. So, if anyone wants to come at him, come at me. Because I've been a fan of Marcus Rashford since he was in the academy. Since he won the FA Youth Cup with United, with Popper in it. And Lingard. And who else was there? Who else was in the academy? Ravel Morris. Do you remember him? Some people going, how the hell do you know that? Because I watched the bloody final. I didn't do obviously do watch them at the time, but I remember the final and they won. I don't know the beat. I don't think it was City. I don't know if it was the beat. I think it was Chelsea the beat. Chelsea or Arsenal the beat in the FA Cup Youth final, and he won it. And I've got a picture, guys. If I can find it, if you type in Pogba, no, if you type in Rashford FA Cup Youth Final, he's got the trophy there. You type that in. If I'm wrong, it might not have won it, but he definitely won. He definitely won the trophy when he was in the youth in the youth academy, and he did. Anyway, they want to talk about cars. Imagine being 5, 6, or 7 years old and taking 4 different buses across town to get to training at the cliff. That's not extortionate. Ask my mum, somebody who had to take time off work to go with me because nobody had a car in our family. Nobody even had a license. In them days, it was 2 buses into town. Then we had to walk through the city to get the other bus out of the town to get to Salford. Even in the pouring rain, nothing really good to eat. Training for hours with my mum, sat there waiting for me, not knowing a thing about football, just doing it out of love. Then the same back home, just to chase my dream of playing for United, and that's not me mourning, not at all. I loved every second of it. Rashford, if I was seeing, if I was having an interview with Rashford, I'd sit with him and I'd say, Rashford, I'm backing you. I know you're not doing well, Rashford, but I'm backing you. I'm not going to sit there and go, no, he's baffling. That's what it is. Look at him. People need to realise this, right? People need to realise this, um, that every single footballer's gone through it. Right, look at Anthony said in his thing here, what he had in Brazil. He didn't have a good upbringing. But with the how it was in Brazil and then times. Ma, so Rashford being English, right, and a United fan and a United player, right? He was only changed his stream, like he just said. Then he said he had nothing really good to it, nothing against his family. But then and then times were different, like he said, they were different. No, I'm sorry. I think I do feel sorry for him because people don't be you don't bring this up in football. When he signed for United, he didn't say all this, did he? No, he didn't have to say all this. But I think people criticizing him. But I believe him. I do. Because every single footballer will keep it. If they start calling every single football player, they'll come out and say this. But I'm sorry, but I believe him. I actually think I'm weird when start talking about what start talking what United means to me because if you're not like me, then I'm sure it almost sounds fake. But you have to understand. When I was young, playing for United was everything. It was out of reach for us. It was hard to get there and even harder to stay there. When I was young, they used to. bleh, When I was young, they used to have these five-side tournaments all over Manchester, where every player had to pay a pound to get in all ages. Yes, it was. It was. It was. Oh, it was. You had kids playing against also grown men. I'd always be like asking my mum for a pound because if you won the whole tournament, your team got all the prize money. It was just about enough for a ticket to Old Trafford. We were so young, but we actually won it a few times. I'm sorry. I'm not clapping to sound arrogant. I'm not. I actually ain't. I'm not clapping to say, well, I should let it all out. Well, it is let it all out. It is because they don't realise, do they? 1 minute. To me, just being there, Old Trafford was like it was everything. We had used to stay until everyone had gone, and the stadium was nearly empty. Just looking around and listening, Old Trafford really has the sound to do it. It's a surround sound echo, and it's so calming to me. For a kid who moved around a lot, it always felt like my home. When someone is inside you like that, it's just inside you. Nobody put it there. It's just there. Any more? Yeah, there is. There's some more here. When I was, oh, I'm loving these. I'm loving. I know I've been live for a long time, but I don't care. When I was about 10 or 11 years old, I was getting a lot of attention, and we had a lot of kinds of agents and clubs trying to pass things to the family. United still hadn't signed me to be a scholarship, and people were offering all kinds of things. A few clubs offered us life-changing money. We'll buy the family a home. We'll put cars in your garage. We'll charge. We'll change your family's life. At the time, my mum was working as a cashier at Ladbrokes. My brother was working at AM. They had every right to tell me just take the deal. Actually, I'm gonna comment on that. Exactly what he just said. What's he called? King CR7. I just put he's one of ours. We need to support him. There you go. There you go. Exactly what he just said. Spot on. But their family knew my dream was to play for United, so they never ever pursued me. I don't know how many people know this, but I actually played for two academy games for the one club to see how I liked it. I remember walking out of the dressing room and seeing my mum and my brothers, and they just asked me, "What do you want to do, stay or go?" And I said, "I want to go back to United." That's just made me a bit emotional, and that because it's this is what people don't get. Actually, just made me emotional now. There are people saying, "Oh, you sad bastard." Don't care. You can come what you want. That was it. We got back on the bus. We bet everything on ourselves, all our chips. Looking back on it now and seeing how many amazing young players never made it in the first team, it was a huge risk. But for me, it was the only choice. I remember around that time we had a family meeting, and I said, if we do make it to play for United someday, I want to be able to look you all in the eyes and say that you've not changed, and I want you to look me in the eyes and say I've not changed. Samori, listen, the thing is, football can be a bubble. I've tried to stay a normal person. I've tried to my keep my same friends. I've tried my best not to change, even when I'm on a night out or on holiday. But I'm not reading this. But there's another side to that. I'm a human being. I've made mistakes that a lot of lads in their 20s make, and I try to learn from them. But I've also made sacrifices that nobody else sees. The thing is, I want you to understand is that money is not what keeps you playing through the hard times. It's the love of the game, plain and simple. He's spot on. He's absolutely spot on. People were saying, no, yeah, but do you know what people are saying that now? Do you know what people are saying that? Well, you're on 350 kickback. You're not a United fan, then, are you? You're just going to keep ramming on, aren't you? We all know that is has been in the club transition in the last few seasons. We were winning. You are the greatest fans in the world, and that's a fact. We need more of that old school positive energy around the club. I know what that the kind of atmosphere can do because kept me going through my worst moments. Every time I walk out onto that pitch and I hear the fans singing my name, I or I look around the Old Trafford before kick-off, I feel that same positive energy. I don't think they are. You're just saying that. I don't think they are. But anyway, deep down, when I look around before every kickoff, I'm still a fan. I can't get that out of my blood. I'll never forget the first time I played at Anfield and I felt the atmosphere of United versus Liverpool from the pitch. I heard the whistle go and the roar of the crowd. I had so much adrenaline that I almost got sent off early in the match, which he did. Yeah, I remember that. I looked James Milner and I sprinted straight at him and flew him miraculously dead as well. I remember that. I didn't watch something. I remember that. I remember that because I just had so much emotion going through me, not as a United player, but as a United fan who just happened to be out on the pitch against Liverpool. I remember coming home and tell my family we need to get under we need to we need to get this under control right now. I need to find a way to take a fan part out of me, or else I'm going to be sent off every game. No, it is funny because I'm laughing at it because it's true. It's absolutely true. It is absolutely true what he's saying. I could take any criticism. I could take any headline from podcasts, social media, and papers. I could take it. But if you start questioning my commitment to and my love of football and bringing my family into it, then I'd simply ask you to have a bit more humanity. Well, I don't think they'd mention his family. I think they're just mentioning you. But I know what he means because basically, with Rashford he's he's a Manchester lad, and it's basically it's love of football. Like he said, he came up. I'm not saying his family were idiots. I'm just saying he was brought up with not a lot going on, with not a lot of money. Obviously the poverty at the time. Like he said, his mum was a cashier, and they didn't. His mum took time off to take her to training. So, but yeah, but you know what though? If I'm honest, a part of me doesn't mind if when people doubt me. When everyone is telling me they love me, I get suspicious. I know the world works. I had to become a man really young. Always had to rely on myself whenever I've been in the darkest places. It feels like half the world is against me. I intend to go up by myself for a couple of days and reset, and then I'm fine. I think it goes back to me as a kid, dribbling all over the street on my own until it was dark. I couldn't see the ball anymore. I could hear my mum shouting for me to come home. That's just me being inverted, needing my space to reset. Other times when that hasn't worked, I found someone to talk to. Sometimes that's the way to do it, but every single time I've been down physically or mentally, I've always felt like that's when I turned it around. I play my best football for United and England. I'm actually gonna have done this. Throw some more in. I'm actually going. I'm loving doing this. I don't know. I've been live right now 30 minutes, but you know I'm gonna do. You know who's gonna do it. You know. I promise you, the world has not seen the best of the United squad and these players. We want to be back at playing in the Champions League. Then we have a massive international tournament at the end of the season. We'll be back where we belong. We just have to keep working and start with me. And then I'm not reading that. I ain't reading that. If you back me, good. If you doubt me, even better. I love it. No, to be honest, I do love it. I do love it. because he's basically saying, guys, guys, is if you back mate, that's good. If you don't mate, even better. Because I think he's saying that, guys, is if you don't mate, I will come back even stronger. Which that's what we want from him. But like I said, guys, I'm not saying that Rashford is absolutely dog shit. He's not. And then someone put you'll be back. And also, guys, as well, coming off Rashford a minute, but all I can say about Rashford is I know he'll be back. Do I back him? All the way. No matter what. I back Rashford all the way. And I will do until thing, yeah. But also, guys, as well, I did want to do this. I did want to do it. Yesterday on the United stand, the phoned a City fan. Don't know what they phoned him. Probably Stockport. But anyway, he was so, I'm sorry to say, I know they got to be smug because obviously it's a bloody derby coming up. Probably someone put probably City fans in 2010. But anyway, it was saying like, oh well, I can't wait for Haaland to do all this. And I'm looking at him going, and then he's basically putting us down. I'm like thinking, who? I'm thinking, for one, United side, where the hell have we got this prat from? Seriously, where have we got this prat from? He's saying that, oh, why you play? I'm like, oh, we got injuries as well. And then he's saying, oh, how will do this? I'm like, for one, I just don't. I'll listen to it. He's just there, like, I'm like, go Lord, see. I feel like saying, I hope we batter him on bloody on Sunday, but I don't think we will. No, I don't think we will. No, nah, no, they've got us on Sunday anyway. But sure, the point is, guys, like, he's just basically saying that is. And he said, "Oh, we take Fred." I'm like, "Oh my!" He actually said, "Oh yeah, McTominay fitting ass." Oh my god, but is he actually a City fan? Pep would not even go